comes a new challenger.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Forcefully closes the gap. Blocks the low heavy. Parries the attack. Mistimed the perfect parry, but is still safe. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Was looking for that jump attack. Life lead opens up. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Player one is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Hope experiencing burnout. Jinrai KO. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Goes for the jump in to start. Does a good job of pushing back. Jumps up. Throw miss. Hits him with his free throw. Medium kick hits. Hits him with a stop and pop. Good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. That's how you force your opponent to do what you want so you can get a punish. Finds the target. Burnout activates. What'll happen? Just goes for it at this range. Good job escaping that date. The low kick hits. Flatlines up. Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Blows it. What's next? Gets the parry in and adds some pressure. The parry here puts drive gauge in the bank, which really could help later in the round. Knockdown. The grab misses. The low heavy hits. Uses a long range attack there to zone them perfectly. Player two chases them down. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Bops them with a target combo. Blows them to negate the block. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? All right, will this super art connect? That's not gonna hit. Blows them. What's next? Knockdown and they need to rely on their instincts here. KO! Player one on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Connect with, they're going for the super art. The super doesn't hit. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Smart play with the throw. Player strikes back with the overdrive arrow. Player two has the life lead. Can they use it? There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. A quick breather. Goes with the safe stuff with that target combo. Player one holding on to that corner advantage. Knockdown and takes the opponent out of the air. They can't squander this punish counter chance. Hits them with a stop and pop. Both turning it right up with a super coming up.
Kick.
Wait, what? Are they actually dead? Still in it with a sliver. Drive it back, misses. Throw is denied. What a lead. Overhead. Medium kick. Player one is a force to be reckoned with.
The featured player's win streak. We currently have a player on a winning streak. The featured player's win streak has been stopped. 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 We currently have a player on a winning streak. The featured player's win streak has been stopped. We currently have a player on a winning streak. We currently have a player on a winning streak. We currently have a player on a winning streak. The featured player's win streak has been stopped. We currently have a player on a winning streak. The featured player's win streak has been stopped. We currently have a player on a winning streak. The featured player's win streak has been stopped. The featured player's win streak has been stopped. The featured player's win streak has been stopped. We currently have a player on a winning streak. The featured player's win streak has been stopped. We currently have a player on a winning streak. We currently have a player on a winning streak. The featured player's win streak has been stopped. We currently have a player on a winning streak. The featured player's win streak has been stopped. 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 currently have a plan. The featured player's win streak has been stopped.
Here comes a new challenger.
We're in for something special right here, right now.
Round 1.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Decides to go in with the target combo. Lots of aggression from both sides. Deal some damage with that quick combo. What's going to follow the combo? That drive impact is blocked. They are battling it out tooth and nail here, with no one having a clear advantage yet. Can they convert this punish counter opportunity into something? Player one doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Let's see how they apply their corner pressure in this situation. Player one, KO. Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Jumps up. Who's going to start things off? Brushes that off and keeps going. Can't tech the throw. That throw will do some good damage. Player two bends the meter, hoping for a good return. Player two holding on to that corner advantage. KO! Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Connects with medium kick. Hits him with a stopping bomb. Dragon Lash! Looking to impress with this super. Going in! Finds the target! Player two needs to take its turns out. This is gonna hurt. Player one is looking at a grim situation with burnout. There's a burnout. Sets up with the jump in. Getting up close and personal. Are we gonna see a comeback here? This is so tense. Here comes a breeze to throw and escapes. Player two, no! Critical art now? They're recovered. Dumps them. Player one made some smart moves there. Great game. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Goes to the air. This is gonna hurt. That combo did decent damage. Scrapping it out up close. Player one creates a good corner opportunity. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Player one is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Taking stock. Player two is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. They were right to be on guard there. Player one needs to KO. Player one picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Sandblast! They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Player two chases them down. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Genius read. Player two holding on to that corner, looking to impress with this super. What's the next move? Player two is dominating this match. KO! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Pokes with a medium kick. Player two will look to apply pressure. The low. Good decision with that throw. Player one with the rhythm, owning that throws him. Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. What now? Nothing stops this train. Player one can't let genius lead with that throw escape. Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super art. And whip! They're wide open. Dangerous range here. Noticeable life lead. Is a no hesitation or regret. Hits him with the 8XF dummy. I don't know if this is enough to kill. They are done. Player two is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that comeback. Goes with the safe stuff with that target. Player 2 has a slight life lead. Time to sit on the lead. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Was well in range to score the throw. Almost had it, but he gets blocked. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. Tries to bait him with the projectile. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump there. They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Heading into the end game now, it's getting to... Burnout activates! To the KO! Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Goes with a projectile for their opening shot. Bops him with a target. Sticks the combo. Smart play. Just goes for it at this range. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Stuck in the... Brushes that off and keeps going. Shippujinrai hits. Good damage on it. Both fighters planning something? Player 2 is in a pretty good situation overhead, but it won't work. Both absolutely refusing. Drops them from the air. Can they use their resources wisely to pick up some excellent block? Corrects them. Okay, here we go. What a finish! Player 1 is a force to be reckoned with.
We currently have a player on a winning streak. The featured player's win streak has been stopped.
Fighting uppercut! This is it! This is it!
We currently have a player on a winning streak.
Here comes a new challenger!
This is a mirror match, which means it's not just about the win, but about your pride as a player too. This is a must-win fight. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Tries to bait him with the projectile. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Lays on the pressure with the projectile, throwing on even more pressure with the fireball. What are they thinking here? Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Will that drive impact get punished? In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Player 2 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. Gets the knockdown, and now, put that away. A quick breather. Got him up against the wall, and the stun is there. Player 2 in there. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Aerial Tatsu. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Brushes that off and keeps going. Gets the combo. Good heads-up decision, opting for the drive impact. Hits back with the drive impact on the recovery. This punish counter presents a huge chance. Full SA meters on deck for both top. Nice counter. A quick breather. Player 2 will need to play it conservative until their drive impact misses. Put low, heavy, but no go. Oh, snipe. Oh, huge damage. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Blocks. Gotta do better than that. Excellent block. Knocked up out of the air. Final counter on reaction. Tops off the tank and scores the win. Player 1 gets the win in a convincing fashion. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that runback. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Parries the attack. Carrying an attack like that is risky, but the reward is the drive gauge building up. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Grabs them, not much drive to work with at the moment. Both of them have entered burnout state, which will drastically change their approach to the fight. Timely side switch there, which will let them go on the attack. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Opts for the throw to close it out. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Fires off an overdrive. Who's going to start things off? Blocks the low heavy. Will gain control of the match in the early going. Showing some real tenacity. Their spacing is experiencing burnout. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Both fighters planning something? They exchange blows. Drive gauge gap here. Blocks the low heavy and jumps in. Clean parry. There's an overdrive on. Super art on deck for both fighters. How they burnout activates. Finishes with the throw. Player 2 proved to be the victor in that mirror match. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. The jump-in is denied. Perfect air-to-air. The impact gets blocked. Blocks the impact, but they're still pushed back. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Both fighters have used up a generous amount of drive already. Drive usage will be very important here for both fighters. This is going to hurt. Player 1 has them legit shook in the corner. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Projectile to try and change the situation. Holds out with the block. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Life lead opens up. Hits with the overhead. Jumps in. Medium kick. Down to the wire. They can't squander this punish trap. Gets him. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Bending that drive gauge. Hits them with a stopping block. And a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage. Player 1 chases them. There's a wall splash. They can't do anything now. Forcing them to block the drive impact near the corner is a very smart play on their part. Player 2 is working with a better game, experiencing burnout. That combo did decent damage. Blocks it. Big throw. What'll happen here? Player 2 will need to use their... Now they can use drive. Life pumps the brakes on the impact. Fire excellent block. They're recovered. The fighter impact squat. We have Super Archons. Gotta do better than that. A real KO. Player 1 showed they are truly the best of the best.
The featured player's win streak has been stopped. The featured player's win streak has been stopped. We currently...
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Gets a chance with that jumper. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Player 2 has them legit shook in the corner. uses this opportunity to really lay into the opponent with a damaging combo. Player 2 has not been shy about using their drive gauge. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Taking stock. Player 1 has the meter. Nice, perfect parry there. What'll they do next? So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Impact's a no-go. Box him with a target combo. Throws him to negate the block. Takes a trip. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Sees it coming and blocks it out. They gotta take advantage of this drive. Player finishes things off with authority with that big punish counter. Player 1 with a big first round pickup. Can they close it out? Changing up the beat with a hidden variable. Hits them with a stop and pop. Brings out the super art. How's this gonna work out for them? Player 2 has the life lead. Can they use it? There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Burnout activates. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Knockdown, and player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Going in. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who hits them with a stop and drop? Now they can use drive. There's a burnout. Oh, here we go. Gets the counter hit and the win. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Medium super art. The super doesn't hit. That's not gonna hit. The last round. It's now or never. Slides and goes for the legs. Connects with the throw. Hits him with a stop and pop. Amazing. Player 1 has the super gauge advantage. What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Player 1 pumps the brakes on the impact. Drives and back misses. Genius read with that throw escape. Both avoiding the wall like a plague. Both sides get side switch. Player 2 with nothing stops this train. Taps him on the dome. Puts a bit of stank on that with an overdrive off. Oh, huge step. Anti-air in the clutch. What's next? Connects with the throw. Player 2 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. I can't believe it. Fights back with authority. Courageous, are you kidding me? Player 1 clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that.
Round 1.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Throws that off. Uses their drive to maximize their damage. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weak. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Oh, easy tech. Player 1 chases them down. Throws them to start the corner pressure. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy KO. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Immediate. Ooh. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Can't tech the throw. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Player 2 is looking to impress with this super. Start the tunes, because Kimberly's ready to feast. Bushin Ninja Star Cypher. And this is only the beginning. Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can they do? Hits them with a stop and pop. Flashes them. The drive impact is denied. Ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? Were they baiting them into that? Vagabond and sends them flying. Both fight, they're going for the super art. That's not gonna hit. Life lead is in there. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
We currently have a player on a winning streak. We currently have a player on a winning streak.